I'm going to tie a little knot here. This way you can also see how I join yarns. I don't tie a square knot, I just tie the half of a square knot. I guess they call it a half knot. Okay. Now I'm going to rehang the first row, which you can see you can see this stripe of purple. Okay, what I'm going to do, get rid of my going to take the weight out. See how that goes like this? You want to be careful, because if you lift up too much, it will fall out. And I'll set my weight on my work, kind of like a hammock, supporting the underneath. And I may pull out the other weight also, because this plastic hem is going to be coming off. So I take out the weights and just set them there. Now you're going to be bringing up the needles. You see how it's joining? You got the no you don't. You got the stitch here. Okay, what I want to pick up is this loop right there. And now this stitch may or may not stay on that needle. Okay, let's back up a little bit so you can see. But all I want it for is just to support this, so I can hang the rest of my stitches up. Now that's my first stitch. So I want to pick up my second stitch and hang it on my needle. And do that across. And as I said, this is the same method if you're making a brim hat, like a watch cap. You can also do a blanket with this type of edging on it, top and bottom. Oh, hey, that was a good guess. I don't have to move it. And just go across it. And once I get this hooked on there, I will knit home. Again, this is, I do about 10 rows. And you can do whatever comfortable. When I'm get my 10 rows, I'll take a look at it and I'll see if that's what I'm satisfied with. This part is purely the amount of rows you want to do. But I like doing the 20 rows at the beginning because it gives me enough to put about 4 rods in there. Okay, now this, since it's the first stitch, I just loop that there. Push all my work back in. See, I've got one here that's, I got a stitch on the outside of the latch. I want all my stitches at the mouth of the latch. Okay, and now I will stitch. I'm going to do 10 and see how it looks. So that's 1. The first stitch, you have to keep an eye on it because it doesn't always like to stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. Yeah, 10's a good amount. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move my carriage out of the way. Now this is the only time I do this type of cast off, because I do want a space between the needles. So I knit 2 on the same. You can either move it over like this, knit 2, move it over, and this is called I call it transforming a stitch. It's casting off. Now, this is how I do it. You knit 2, grab it, move the loop over, knit 2, tug it, knit 2, knit 2, what I like about the RagHem is like if you've made a hem the length of your bed, 100 needles or so, and you want to make a small project, it easily hangs out of the way if you're doing just a small project, which you will. The first one you should make it the length of your bed. That way you are covered with whatever size you want. And I'll also show you how to use this. I forgot to do that. Yeah, you're going to get all my mistakes too. So bring that back over, because I forgot to do a second stitch there. But that's all you have to do to fix it. I mean, it's just so easy to fix it. A little bit of patience. Knit 2, move over. Knit 2, move over. Knit 2, move over. Watch out for your weights, because when you start taking it off, they will drop. And if you're like me and you do barefooted, it doesn't feel too good. But at this point you can take your weight out, because you're taking it off. You're not knitting it so that it doesn't have to have the weight on it. Just move your needles out of the way. Knit 2, move over. Knit 2, move over. Knit 2, move over. Knit 2, move over. Knit 2, keep things out of the way. Yeah. Knit 2, yeah, knit 2. Move over. I'm going to zoom in on here so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Knit 2. Okay, so let's get a little bit closer here. Let's see how close I can get for you. Okay, so I've knit my 2. What I'm doing is I'm grabbing right below the loop, holding it tight so it doesn't pull out on me. I'm using my other thumb to make sure it slips onto the needle. Knit 2, grabbing the knot. What I'm grabbing actually is the stitch right below it. Now you can, when you finish this, tuck in all your ends, but since it's just my RagHem, I don't normally worry about it. Because it's not like it's a gift for somebody. No one but you is going to use it. it's a gift for yourself to make you, so you don't have to use that black hem again. Because with the black hem, and I'll show you that, you can't pull the ravel cord without chancing breaking those sections, which is why some of mine are. Okay, knit 2. Now you'll cut your yarn, pull it through, and that is your ravel cord. To remove it, let's back up so you can see. Whoops, sorry. Okay, get rid of your clips first. If you just clothespins, just take them off. Okay, now remember that my purple, the ravel cord, grab it, support this end, and pull. See how it gathers it up? Okay, now I've taken my purple out. And there is my little RagHem. Got my casing, which is where my weights slid in. Now if you need, excuse me, if you need to use your big thing, that'll work in there too. Now what I do a lot of times, so that my weights don't drop onto my toes, I'll take these document clips and clip the bars. That way, see, it holds it. And that way it doesn't land on my toes. Now, to take, you can't pull this because it will break those plastic things. You just hang on a minute. You just pull these little one at a time. You just pull the elastic out. Now you can do that all the way, but since I just got about 10 rows of the ravel cord, just undo it. Oops, sorry. And now you can pull the ravel cord. Now, get your RagHem made. You don't need to use your black hem anymore. Now, how you use this. I've showed you how to put the weight into it. You need, this is about 30 stitches, so pull out 30 stitches. I'm going to show you a couple ways to use it. Now you can, let me back up the camera just a tiny bit so you can see more what I'm doing here. There we go. It's easy to get this on the needles without the weights messing with you. Okay.